In this video, I will be going over the directions for the assignment that you will find on the next page of the playlist. So please make sure and view this video to the very end. If you have any questions at the end of the video that weren't answered in the video, please reach out to me immediately so I can help answer any questions you might have. Again, just before you do reach out, make sure you watch the video. Make sure that your question isn't already answered in the video. And if it isn't, then immediately reach out to me so I can help you understand it. And as usual, you can pause the video whenever you want. You can rewind it to the beginning, watch it as many times as you need. So, culture, culture, culture. Please read and follow all directions to receive full credit. If you follow all directions, you are guaranteed a good grade. So for this activity, you will be exploring different components or parts of cultures from around the world. You will do this by clicking on the links at the bottom of the document. I'll get to that. As you explore these different web pages, think about how you would respond to some of the following sentence starters. For this activity, you may use each sentence starter only one time. So, I'm going to go through these resources where you'll be looking at different kinds of cultures around the world. And as you're looking at them, you should be in the back of your head, or you can have this page pulled up. You should be thinking about these things, how you might respond to these different kind of sentence starters. You can read these on your own. There are 10 of them. If you see these ... dots, so it says, I feel ... because ... you can think about those basically as being blanks. I didn't put them as blanks here because I didn't want you to fill them in. But as you're going through these resources, you might say to yourself, I feel, and then finish that sentence, because, and then finish that sentence. And that'll apply to all of these. Hopefully you'll see that your answers to these will be personal to you. So you can't work with anybody on this. Even if you were in class, you wouldn't be able to, because the way that you feel about something you see is going to be different than the way someone else might feel about it. So you can pause the video here and just kind of read through these, and you'll be coming back to these later. So using the websites below, you're going to complete the following graphic organizer. And we'll get to the websites. They're right down here. These are links to the web, and I'm going to show you what those look like. This is the graphic organizer that you're going to use. So as you're looking at these websites, you might see something about clothing. You might see something about customs, recreation, classrooms around the world. All these things you're going to be looking at. I've given you a couple links for clothing, a couple links for customs. And as you're looking through those, you're going to find a picture that you find interesting, or a paragraph that you find interesting. And as soon as you find that, you're going to find out what country it's from and put that in here. And then what you're going to do is, thinking about the picture that you chose after you put the name of the country that it's from, you're going to go back to these sentence starters. And I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to do one for you. You can't use the one that I have because my response will be personal to me. But I am going to demonstrate it. So just kind of hang on for right now. So as you're looking at that picture, you're going to pick one of these sentence starters. Let's say you pick, I used to think blank, but now I think blank. And as you're looking at that picture, you're going to put that in here, this box right here. You can even copy and paste it if you want to. Okay, I used to think, and then you'll complete the sentence. I used to think blank, and now I think blank, and fill it in. Then for the same picture, you're going to pick a second one of these, anyone you want, and you will put that in here and complete that sentence. Okay, now once you've used a sentence starter, you may not reuse it. As you use each one, what you can do is go to the top of the page and delete each one as you use them. You're going to do that for clothing, customs, recreation, classrooms, and homes. So those are the directions. All of the following must be met in order to receive full credit. All responses must be in complete sentences to get full credit. All responses must show evidence that you visited that site and explored that country's culture. And all responses must show effort. You attempted to meet all requirements. So at the very top of the page, I say, if you follow all directions, you are guaranteed a good grade. For this entire graphic organizer, if you follow these directions, if you follow them and do them correctly, you are guaranteed a good grade. So those are the directions. Let me demonstrate it for you. So I've read the directions. I think I understand them. Here are the websites. You may need to hold Control and then click at the same time to open these websites. We've done that before. Okay, right? So you can start with any of these, but let's just start with the first one. Here's clothing from around the world, more clothing from around the world. I'm going to click on the first one, and you will see it may take a minute. It will open up a web page, okay, just like this. And in pictures, traditional dress around the world, I'm just going to look through these. You can do some of these readings, but you don't have to. You could just look at the images. Interesting. Looking for one that really catches my eye. They're all very interesting. Okay, this one's pretty interesting. I'm looking at their clothing, right? Okay. So then I'm going to go back to my worksheet here. And I'm going to look at that picture. I'm going to think about it. Then I'm going to go up to these sentence starters and I'm going to pick one. Let me think. I'd like to learn more about. So I will go down here. I've got to find out what country it's from. So let's see. I might need to do a little reading to find out. Oh, okay. India. It says India right there. If you're not exactly sure what the country is, you can ask, but first look around. All of these websites identify what country each image is from. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to just type in here, India. And again, I'm kind of role-playing being a student. I'm actually doing this first one. I'm modeling it for you, and you guys should do it this way. So, which was the one I picked about? I don't remember which one I picked, but I think I'd like to learn more about. So I'm going to go here. I'd like to learn more about the clothing these women from India are wearing. Now, I'm going to go back to my sentence starter, make sure I'm getting it right. I'd like to learn more about. I said what I'd like to learn more about because the outfits look really comfortable. Okay, what else can I add? Because while this does meet the requirement of identifying what country it's from, and I have started the sentence starter, let me go back to my requirements. Oh, okay, this is one that's important. All responses must show evidence you visited that site. So ask yourself, if I just put in this right here, is that proof that I actually went to this website and looked at it? It's a good start, but it's not proof. It's not evidence that I actually looked at the site. You could just really just make this up. And that wouldn't be meeting the requirement. So I'm going to look at this picture a little bit more. And I will say, it's interesting how some of the women have their bellies showing, but some don't. I wonder what that's that's all about. Okay, now I realize that I have wonder in here a little bit. That doesn't count as a sentence starter, just this first sentence. So I think this would be an A. As a matter of fact, since I'm grading it, I know it would be. This is a good example of what you need to have. It meets all the requirements. All responses must be in complete sentences. Check. All responses must show evidence you visited the site. There's no way I could have known this unless I actually went to the site. So check on that one. And all responses must show effort. So this would be a perfect response. Now what you need to do is, since I picked that image, I'm going to look at it, and then I need to pick another sentence starter. And what I can do is, since I used I'd like to learn more about, I don't want to repeat that because you can only use it once. I'm going to take this, I'm just going to delete it. Then I don't need to worry about using it again. You'll pick a second one of these and fill in this box. And then you'll continue to do that for all of these. If you do what I just demonstrated, if you do it that way and you meet these requirements, I guarantee you will get an A on this project. So again, feel free to watch these instructions as many times as you need. If you have a question that wasn't answered in the video, please ask it immediately. Also, if you would like, I would recommend this, but I'm not going to require it. Listen real closely, guys. When you finish, let's just say clothing, when you have to, if you would like me to look at it before you turn it in, just let me know. And I'll go on its learning and I can look at it before you submit it and I can give you feedback. So I hope you enjoyed checking these websites out. And when you're ready, proceed to the next page.